Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is in our Silvertree here. I welcome you to fifth video. This is the season of the White Wolf and episode 5. So let's get started. May this video find you well, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful week so far. The new moon portal will be opening this Saturday, so I really hope that this message can help you and guide you on your path to work with the energies that you decide to work with at that time. I'm so happy, I feel so happy and grateful that you have chosen to tune in at this time and that you've been following me and listening to my messages. So let's get started. As you can see, this is the rune of the butterfly, the rune of the star, the rune of mirroring and reflection. You're peering into the mirror of you. And this is a wonderful time to look into that reflection. With the wolf medicine, I work with the wind energy, and wind energy is symbolic for the wind, for movement of thoughts, for diving into dreams, imagination, creative processing of the mind, thought forms, psychic ability, inner vision, and you can see here the wings of an angel, right? We tune in with the wind energy, we tune into the ethereal, the spirit of things. The element of air is very powerful and very strong. And it can also protect us as well as harm us if it's out of balance. What I see here is a man with that's being blocked from something that's protecting him or shielding him and keeping him from doing something, keeping him in place. I see an X, a block, saying no. That's what I see here. And it's so that he or she can peer into himself, look into that pond, into the reflection. There's a story called Narcissus, where, well, the word comes from Narcissus, comes from the word, from the story of a man that fell in love with his own beauty. And he fell so deep in love with his own beauty that he turned into a flower. Now, that being said, when you're doing your inner work, and air also represents meditation, okay, practicing stillness within, creating still or experiencing stillness within the mind. And if you do too much self-reflection, it turns into a block. It turns into a mental block. It can manifest in ways where you think you're doing so much within yourself, but then you're missing out on a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful thing to dream, but it's just as powerful to make. I have a saying. There are two types of humans in the world. You have your dreamers that dream, that have wonderful ideas and visions of what could be, potentiality, right? The possibilities are endless. They're very airy-fairy. It's a very strong wind energy with dreamers. Then you have makers, and the makers are incredibly earth energy. And I just came out of my earth energy cycle with the wild boar medicine, if you've been watching my videos. And that earth medicine is very grounding. It's do, work, 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 work. You have purpose, you know what you're doing, you have drive, you get ish done, right? And with makers, they are able to build kingdoms, they are able to build queendoms, they are able to build anything from a tiny idea into a gigantuous, unbelievable temple. Okay? Man and humankind is very much aware of what we can do. And we kind of fight within ourselves with our limitations of what we can't do. Right? So it's about having the balance. You don't want to just be the dreamer, and you don't want to just be the maker. Be the dream maker. Okay? Be the dream maker. Right? So, meaning dream big, but be the maker of those dreams. Okay? Maker of dreams. What does that mean? You're just creating dreams? No. You want to be the alchemist in a way where, yes, you can manipulate the energies in an ethereal, spiritual way, but you also have to know that you're having a human experience always. The mind is so powerful that it can block you. That's how powerful and tricky the mind can be. Now, we can call it ego, we can call it subconscious, we can call it whatever it is, but it's the mind, or the illusion thereof. Okay? So when we are doing our inner reflection, we're looking at ourselves, we're looking into the mirror. That's a wonderful first step. But always be in balance. Really and truly. Be in balance with yourself. And know that, I also see a flower here. So, again, don't enter into the space of tunnel vision, okay? That narcissistic kind of thing where you only exist and nothing else exists, because that's kind of what can happen when we do our inner work. We become detached from the world around us. We don't notice the beautiful flowers that surround us. We just kind of think we are the flower, which we are, but we're also here to realize the beauty outside of ourselves and the horrors outside of ourselves as well. And so that's what just kind of flowed out of me. I don't think I need to make this video any longer than it needs to be. This is powerful, angelic, healing, very angelic symbol here, okay, of angels and guidance. So this came up at a time where, personally for me, I'm working with the element of air right now, and I'm working through my own mental blockages that have kind of put me at a halt right here. And I finally am at the space where I can see myself, but I'm not getting lost in myself anymore. And that can happen with people when you're working, when you're not with just people, but when you're working with the air, element of air. It can take you away when you're not grounded in the earth. That's why, as alchemists, we can't just focus on one element all the time. People who are into astrology, they focus on all of the houses and all of the planetary movements, because they understand the importance of homeostasis within the self. You can't just focus on the sun sign. You can't just focus on the moon. You can't just focus on the Venus, the placement of Venus, the placement of Uranus, or the placement of Neptune. You can't just focus on one element, because too much can create instability and blocks. But always know that you are never, ever, ever misguided by supreme loving guidance. You're never misguided. See, even if you feel stuck, if you feel thwarted, if you feel confused, there will always be a moment of clarity. That's what that way what clarity. You experience confusion, or you experience stagnation, so that you will know what clarity is. So that is all I'm going to share with you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for listening to this rune reading. I really appreciate you. Please feel free to check out my other videos. This month I am focusing on forgiveness, and I find it's my first time speaking in front of a camera, so it's a lot of practice, but and learning how to be comfortable and just going with the flow. But thank you so much for your support. If you like a private rune reading from me, donation based, I'm not going to charge you. Donation based, please visit www.silvertreesounds.com. Please also visit my music channel, Sounds of Silvertree. Each Saturday I upload a beautiful playlist of ambience sounds that can help you with during your own personal energy work. So have a wonderful Wednesday. Be on the lookout for a reading for the new moon. Thank you.